saw, okay, that slides the knife around the other direction, so I get all of that meat right there. Okay, that's, again, it's a fabrication tip to twist and saw. Now, I like to use the head for leverage. I'll make sure that it's got a nice straight position, and then as I'm cutting, I'm holding this belly up as I go through, as well as the head. Okay, so once I get started, right, I get my knife slightly pitched or angled down, and I'm listening and feeling for the shape, right? I can feel the backbone on the knife, and I'm using the thumb on the back of the blade to help push. Also notice that it's not flat, it's not straight like this, it's slightly angled, and the thumb's on the back using a sawing motion, not moving this, right, but keeping that angle. So keep tension, and I run down, and then I start to lift up as I come out the very end, okay? So what we look for is that we hit that all the way down, okay? You want to see that. You want that cartilage not left on, but you want to see cartilage there, and you want to see that you hit cartilage all the way down. Okay, that's a good cut. Now, any of this afterwards, this little bit of meat that's in on either side of that spine can be scraped. You can turn that into mousseline, turn that into salmon tartare or cakes or whatever we're doing with them. Okay, it's very important that you get up here into the head, right? So behind that gill plate, twist, turn, and then slightly angle down as you, right, push. All right, now on this needs further fabrication. We're not done. Okay, so we're going to take this salmon, this side of salmon, and the belly needs cleaned out. So these belly bones need cleaned. We're going to take a knife and come under this set of bones, down the belly and out. Okay, and we also need to pull pin bones. And these are all our pin bones up here. All right, we're going to take a rag with tweezers, and we're going to start pulling them. We're going to find where they start. They usually go about halfway, and we'll start pulling towards the head, They usually follow each seam of fat. So you see the seams of fat? Each seam has a pin bone in it. What's that? You didn't pull pin bones? Who is? Oh yeah. So you pull pin bones all the way up into the head. They start to get a little bit more rigid and harder to pull when you get towards the head. Notice I'm using a towel to keep them in one place. And just keep feeling for them. That's an easy one. All right, now next step would then be to trim out this little bit of cartilage. Okay, so I would want to take like a paring knife and trim this out. Usually if I can get up under here, it won't pull out, but I can kind of make it work. Okay. Good enough. Belly bones. All right, looks good, right? So now what we would want to do is get rid of all this, and then we're going to skin it. I'll put it there for now. We're going to do skinless because we're going to apply the salt sugar. This is going to be for gravlax, and we want, the skin is great, right? If I want, I could cut fillets out of this and use the skin as presentation, sear it first, flip it, put it in the oven, and I have a nice crispy skin, okay? But because we want the salt to penetrate, we are going to want to pull this skin off for that process, okay? So it comes from both, so we can get it from both sides. So on the salmon, you usually angle, put it at an angle. Grab a rag, start from the tail, cut down, and then turn my knife, get underneath. Once I get a good grip, once I get a grip on the tail, I'll then just pull. And skinless. Okay. So skinless side. All right. Then I would go back and cut, you know, either cut my portions or use it like we're going to use it. Okay, so this would be for lox, and then the other side's going to be for your smoked salmon. So that's it for the demo. Okay, I'll pull you back up when we're about to do the gravlax.